So for the final part of the video, we backed it up to the kickoff where they pass it to Tall Blondie, who drops it to the... Oh my gosh, that is such a bad touch. I mean, the field is bad, but that's horrible. Good job by the goalie. See, this is something else for the goalie. Probably not expecting it. Here, boom. Sees the heavy touch, rushes out, closes the angle. It's exactly what you need to do. If that happens against them, our goalkeeper needs to do just what that kid did. Not stand on the line, recognize the moment, rush out, get low, make a play. Goalie just bailed out his center back after that abominable touch. Which, yes, the field is sucky. But still, there's not much excuse for that. As they don't pick up the short player. So if they get a corner and they decide to bring over someone like this, I don't want the left striker to shift over. Let's have the left center mid shift over and take this. If it's on the other side, the right center mid shift over to get the short player. So if you are in that position, that is your job, not a player. That position will do that because everyone else needs to be where they need to be. 5 in the back will stay in the box. Go side. You need to be up on them. Don't give them space. Don't pull the shirt. Keep your hands down, but be there. Don't give them room because you're scared of contact. The other two center mids, if they play short, can be near the edge of the area. The goalie needs to be organized. We can have the 2 fullbacks on the post while the 3 center backs mark. But they do not pick it up. He slowly jogs over. Brexton finally recognizes, sprints out, close them down. They drop it out. They tried to score the goal. Atletico scored on us. Horrible hit. Finds its way out wide again. That's just not a foul. And they just clear the lines. In these moments where we just kick it up to clear our lines, we need to step. It doesn't need to be a jog, but it can be a sprint. So as soon as, boom, that trigger, we're up, we move up. The mids need to get up, move up the field. The defense needs to push up with the back 5. And the strikers need to move up. So even if it's to them, we can kind of set up a light press instead of just keeping our low block here. Now, if they start possessing the ball, combine some passes, get in our half, that's where we can set up the low block and get back in our defensive position. But in transition here is where we can try to push up, see if they make a mistake, and capitalize. Similar to that, I mean, Tristan almost won the ball there by himself. Wins a throw. So that was actually a good play. Yes, I noticed the clearance wasn't weak on the ground in the middle. He went through the air to near the corner when they had kicked it up. Not sure if that's the guy you want to throw it into, but they tried it. Nice ball up to the 8. Decent passing to Tristan. Tries to take it down. They squeeze him out. Back out to the 8. Heavy touch and the taller kid. Tries to pass to the short kid. Oh, gosh. Good step up by the right back, but he scuffs the pass. Here. Let's go back. Oh, perfect. So, they seem to be on the break. If you look at actually a time that the circle isn't bad. Brexton, because we have done this ourselves, he is outside of this kid. By that I mean he's on the outside channel or lane. He's goal side, but he's giving him the whole left and the center of the goal angle, if that makes sense. So he needs to diagonally run across this kid and get inside of him, inside position. Cut off that lane and make it so the only way he gets it is in front of you, so you're goal side, or they lob it over you, over your head from way over there, which is probably not going to happen, to him to your left. But running next to him in the lane he's running is pointless. Now, maybe he fixes it, but from that earlier clip of it playing, it didn't look like it. No. Yes, nothing happened, but something could have happened. And regardless, that's not how you do it. Here he's in a good spot. Now, the other center back at the corner can shift over. We'll have more help than Impact because of our setup, but he can be closer to Brexton in the middle. Not just because Brexton has a mismatch and this kid towers over him, but it looks like they've got, I can't tell where the ball is. Oh, he's going to get it. So they've got Royce on the left wing and then number 10 in the middle and 4 players there. We don't need that many players. Well, 5 with the other center back. So really that guy is guarding no one at the corner of the box. He can shift over and double team this kid at the semicircle of the box. There's no need for him to stand there and guard nothing. I think he's trying to have the back of the other kids for the long throw, or maybe that's just them sliding over because the ball's on that side, but for me, he can be more central. Now, it looks like 24 is trying to help out that kid. This guy made a good run over here. Number 2, I believe, but they didn't find him. That kid wanted to score his own goal. Or a goal for himself. So they do the short tactic again. I'm not sure why Impact got beat with this again. Give him a free cross into the box and a bad shot. But, I mean, it's the same thing. They did it before. So that's something that we already know coming into the game that they probably do on both sides. But on this side, the 2 slides over, we need to have someone marking him. Or even if you don't want to be right up on him, be close enough to not give him that much time. Because he actually did, I guess he wanted to take it first time. He had plenty of time. Yeah, they struggled with the goal kicks and the punch. They would just give it back to them in the middle. Tristan gonna get there. It's very similar to that other play. I think the video somehow like glitched out because this is the same clip as before. So their video somehow glitched. Let's see if we can fix it. This is where we were. Give it away. Alright, yeah, something happened with their film. So, but we figured it out because I was wondering why that looked exactly the same. And then Brexton dribbles the ball out of bounds. Hasn't had the best day over here at left back. It's not an easy assignment against this team. Oh, gosh. That was horrible. That's something else. With this league, there's no stoppage time, there's no extra time. So, as much as it's frowned upon, well, I don't know if you consider it time wasting, but the ball, um, if we are under a lot of pressure or looking tired, kicking the ball far away is not a bad idea, as those seconds give you time to rest. In addition, at the end, if we are in a good spot, we're going to do our best to see it out, even if some people think it's toxic. I'll go over that with the team, but there are more important things we need to make sure we take care of before we get to that point where we're in a position with the lead in the final minutes. But yeah, sometimes just doing that is not horrible, especially if you can do it towards the corner flag or the parents. I mean, I remember at Steamboat Tournament, they kicked it down the parking lot and it took forever for them to get the ball when we played the Cowboys. Nice dribbling by Tristan. Good control here by number 8. Plays it down the line. Good pressure, winning the throw. Looks like it's white ball, but I guess it's blue. I guess. Number 11 is back on the field. And this kid gets called for a illegal throw. Let's go lazy. That's another moment where I think this kid panicked and freaked out. Back to ball, doesn't scan, never scan, never scan. Gets it. This is the first moment he sees what's around him, and he's surrounded. Not the best touch, and just kicks it up. That's where scanning can be helpful. Well, there's many times it can. Got a bit lucky there. Number 10 gets the ball, runs away, leaves the ball behind him. But as we close out the final part, the main thing for us defensive wise is do not give 10 or 11 time or space. I want them to be mad, frustrated, angry. They're probably going to lash out. Don't react. Hopefully the ref protects us. Better not be the same crew from last time. That tall guy wasn't bad. The linesman on our side, but that lady, no good. I mean, with Diker in the back, he can easily outpace and outmuscle the number 11. And Luke, Hutton, and honestly Jackson, too, are probably all stronger than that kid. Plus, if you rough him up enough, he's gonna deteriorate, if you will. Probably not the best word, but those little hits, the little instances, the bodies, the wear and tear, there you go, plays a part. Not the best controller, but he definitely shows finishing and good control, so we cannot let him get shots off. I mean, we need to close down shots regardless, but this kid definitely has practiced his shooting. There, nice spin. Guess he's trying to put some more goals on. That's a foul. Good call by the ref. Also, that kid, he can get upset when he loses the ball and foul us, like when you steal it. I would not be surprised if he got a yellow card after during the game against us if we do what I want us to do. Same with number 10. Sure, it was a physical game, bodies flying everywhere, even in the final 10 minutes. And they do play it short. And there's an insane finish by, I believe it was number 10. So he goes to get the ball, puts it down, quick pass, lays it back to him. I guess he was on side, and somehow that goes all the way in. He definitely connected, but again, we can't give them that space. Even if he didn't mean to do that, it counts. And that was the final nail in the coffin for impact. So it really was 11 with the hat trick and 10 with the goal. The two main threats. Oh no, wait a minute. No, 11 got 2. He didn't get a hat trick. Because they had that header earlier. Or the listed score is actually 5. But I forgot they had that header from the right. And that was not number 11 who headed it. He had that. Curl shot in the left half, and then the other shot into the top corner in the second half. But regardless of that, him and number 10 are the main ones. There are other ones we need to contain, but shutting those down is first and foremost. And with this setup, majority of the time we should be able to squeeze 11 out of the game. We should be able to have 2 bodies on them at all times. Like, I'm seriously, I want us to annoy them. Because they probably haven't been that annoyed this season. Most likely when we face them, they'll be undefeated. Hopefully not, but most likely. And based on how their time has been in this league, they might not take everything that serious, and based on how they played us. So I think we really could surprise them. I definitely think it's going to be closer. I don't see it being as horrible as it was, whatever it was last time, in that blowout loss last season. But Yeah, I don't think much happened or is going to happen, but basically covered most everything. I like how number 8 plays for the Impact. I mean, he's still hustling in the last 5 minutes. Definitely stood out as one of the better players for them. That should be a good game as well. I expect it to be competitive. I'm glad Tejanos is first, but I think both games will be competitive, which is what you want. It was getting old beating those lower teams in Rec and Fort Worth and even some Division 3. You can't win them all. If you win all your games, you're not playing tough enough opponents. You're not challenging yourself. I'm really challenging the team on the 21st to buckle down and pull out the upset. We've done it before. Well, he still does the same thing. Gotta do it again. We have to bring the heart and the belief. I'll say it over and over. If we're gonna win, we have to all do it together. There might be some moments of individual brilliance, but if we're gonna win, it's gonna be everyone playing a part, all hands on deck. Even the bench. If you're on the bench, you need to be engaged and supportive. We need as much energy as we can from our sideline and the parent sideline to pull this off. And even that includes me. Like I'm trying to get myself in like the tournament mindset where the energy and I guess you can add stress or anxiety in it increase for me and the lack of sleep. Maybe not add all those things, but everything needs to be ramped up to 11 for this game. And as I've mentioned, if we are going to try to end up in first, I don't see Tejanos losing a game. Even though we lost to Phoenix, if we can run the table and finish 9-1 and match their 9-1, we would have the head-to-head tiebreaker and finish first. Very similar to how we finished first ahead of Pumas that one time. Believe it was Pumas. But they could score more goals. They're going to probably have a bigger goal difference. It doesn't matter. So we beat them in the lone head-to-head game. And if we do pull it off, I believe that would really spur us on to run the table. Because to get this win, this would be the biggest legacy win in league play since the team started, since the team was formed. To me, this is a tougher challenge than Pumas, Tigres, Americas, any team we face in the past. This would be the biggest league accomplishment. And it takes us all to do it. I believe we can do it. But I need all the players to believe and us to start from minute 1 to pull it off. But this will close out the film on Tejanos and Impact. I'll make sure to give some more insight to the kids about Impact before the second game. But we need to really focus on Tejanos as one, they're the next opponent, and they're the toughest opponent